Right, welcome back to Big Hat Bushcamp. We're going to be doing a little bit more baking today. So far we've talked about methods that you can use if you have certain items of kit, Dutch ovens, pans, pie irons, that kind of thing. Now we're going to start to move into what you can do if you don't have those items of kit. We're going to talk about reflector ovens, which are an improvised item of kit, which I've got right here. Not particularly attractive, but very, very functional and incredibly cheap. They were made a long time ago, originally from old oil cans that were cut open and used to reflect the heat from the fire onto your bread or whatever you were baking. Very cost-effective way of cooking up your meals. So I'm going to talk to you very quickly about how to actually make one. What you need really is a box, some foil, and some glue or tape to hold it all together. What you do is, perhaps getting an adult to do this for you, cut the sides of the box down the middle, like so. Score it slightly in the middle so that it can fold up like so. And that is the basic shape of a reflector oven. What you can then do is open up the sides, these top bits, to fold them back so you can get what I've got going on here, which is just a little platform so it holds itself up like that. And then before you glue it in place, tape it in place, glue down aluminium foil all over the exposed surface, which is what's going to reflect the heat of the fire onto your bread, but also stop it from catching on fire. These aren't going to last you forever, but the more you can cover the cardboard with foil, the longer it's going to last before it catches on fire. And then what I've done here is just put a few sticks through here to make a bit of a shelf to bake the bread on. Right, the type of bread that we're going to be doing today is chocolate bread. Same recipe as usual, but with a bit more sugar and obviously some chocolate. So 2 cups of self-raising flour, half cup of dried milk, a little spoonful of salt, not essential if you're trying to cut down, and instead of a spoonful of sugar, go for about half a cup to make it a sweet bread. And as always, cup of water. And with a spatula, not with your fingers because they'll be too sticky, start to mix it up. Like so. And at some point, add your chocolate. Chocolate chips are easier, or buttons because they're already broken up, but frankly, it doesn't take long to break up bar chocolate. Right, break it up as small as you want. The advantage of leaving big chunks of chocolate in your bread is you'll have big chunks of chocolate in your bread, which is rather nice. Right, and stir it up. And keep going until you can see all the lumps of flour mixed in. And it is very wet looking dough today, so a little bit more flour I'd say. When all the flour is mixed in, we're going to give it a dusting on the outside to put it into a pan. Now we're going to be using a cake tin today like we have in the past, but if you don't have one of them, there are various things you can do. You can just use more of the foil to make a little tray, or you can use an old takeaway container like that. Whatever you've got to hold your dough before we put it in the reflector oven. So the light dusting, flour, to scrape it away from the edge of the bowl. And as the sticky bits are exposed, get them covered. There we go. Get the top of it nicely dusted and flip it upside down just so we're confident that the parts in contact with the pan are not sticking and not going to burn. Any big lumps of chocolate that are sticking out the top, push them in, otherwise they will burn if they're exposed to the outside hot. There we go. That's our chocolate loaf. Now we'll take it over to the reflector oven. Just stick that on my little shelf back there and bring this up right next to the fire, as close as I can without it falling in or catching fire. And the idea is that the heat from the fire is going to go up, bounce around inside, and bake that loaf. How long it'll take will depend on how big a loaf it is and how hot the fire is. Usually I'd say 30 to 60 minutes. I might want to, because it's actually not in any danger of catching fire, I might build up the fire a little bit bigger and keep an eye on it in case the front bit bakes a little bit quicker than the back bit. I'll just turn it around carefully with a tea towel. Alright, let's go get some firewood. Right, here is the reflector oven chocolate bread after about half an hour next to the fire. Looks pretty good. A little bit crispy in some places, but what good bread isn't? Okay, so there are a few doughy bits still. This bit looks perfect and chocolatey. Good. Dave, let me load you up with a melty chocolate bit there. Stuck in that, mate. Thank you. Oh, that is very... Yeah, that's good. You like that?
That's very good.
Yep, happy with that. Goes to show, you don't need a Dutch oven to bake a loaf of bread over a campfire.